So I just got around to editing the first video that we're going to post and realised that we got no footage at all of the E36. So a bit of backstory on that. Bought it on Gumtree. Bought it for, what did we pay for it? 22. So we put, originally he wanted like $3,000 or something. We were prepared to spend about $2,000. Anyway, guy's a total hipster, weeb, hence why the car is referred to, and he is referred to as Mr. Weeb. Came covered in plastidip. So, well, actually, it wasn't when he posted it online. He posted it online. Car looked nice, looked straight. There's a little bit of a damage to the front right fender. Other than that, there's literally nothing else really wrong with the car. Seats are fucked. Other than, you know, that's meh. The seat covers will fix that. Well, not fix it, but that's just going to be the daily driver, the get around. Yeah, so got it home. Had no oil in it. Bought it with no oil in it. He didn't have any oil for it. This is the same guy that wanted to put a 2JZ in the Neon 1.8 2-ton Tiger tank. Wanted to pull some sick drifts, yo. Didn't seem like a bad guy, just a bit special.
Special's the word for it.
Yeah, basically the car was in alright condition when he got it, and then we bought it, and then it wasn't in good condition, so he's fucked it a little bit. We bought it mostly because it's got a reliable driveline in it, so everything from the engine to the back wheels is solid. Gearbox seems alright. Engine seems alright. Diff seems alright. The whole, mechanically it's sounded like the internals, like, it needs a bit of work, but other than that, well, that's about it. So upholstery, the linings on the doors and all that's got to be redone.
We'll get to that another time.
Yeah, we'll get to that another time. So we're working on that at the moment, and once we fuck around with that, the thing is that that's not going to be running for at least a couple of days, at least until the BMW wreckers open up, all the Euro wreckers and whatnot open up. So we'll end up working back up on the E36 again and do some of the inside stuff and all that.
Dear fucking Weebs, don't plastic dip a fucking German car.
Fucking Weebs. So this is the new car, the BMW E36. Slanted 6-cylinder, wonderful German engineering. As we can see, our good friend Mr. Weebs has coated it in plastidip, so now we are currently in the process of removing said shit plastidip. So, the car as a whole, not a bad car, good car. Picked it up for $2,200, and yeah, gonna be a family wagon. Not 100% sure what we're gonna do to it yet. So as you can see, this is plastidip. It's wonderfully shit. Weebs seem to believe it's good for your car, it protects the paint, and don't know what else it does other than makes your car look like shit. This will be a while. Yeah, this is going to take a while.
Oh, she'll just peel straight off, mate.
Yeah, mate, if you don't want it, it'll,
She'll just peel off clean, mate. Yeah.
Because
the internet said so. You fucking idiot.
because our good friend Mr. Weebs has not used enough plastidip, what's happened here is it's gotten very thin, very hard to remove, and really ruined the purpose of the plastidip. The plastidip is really there to protect paintwork and panel work and things like that from stone chips and mess and all the wonderful things you encounter on the road and in your driveway. And our good friend Mr. Weebs has done a shit job of it. So, as you can see by a lot of these stone chips and fingerprints, Mr. Weebs is a bit shit. So we'll do a little bit more and we'll come back. And we're back to more plastidip removing.
3 days later.
It's not far off. Yeah, it hasn't been long, but it's still shit. Kind of like peeling skin off a sunburn. It's awful. It's awful. It's fucked. BMW better than the overspray. Yeah. Good job, Mr. Weebs. Good job.
I like how he's like, I don't know anything about cars, but I'm going to put a 2J's head in it.
I think that's brilliant. I think it is. I think what you do is you grab a heavy as fuck car and put a 6-cylinder engine in it, and because someone's done it on YouTube, it'll go fast. Yeah. I like that idea. It's a shame it's the real world.
I saw it on the internet.
Plus, you have to fuck off all this shit anyway. Cutting and welding and fucking around.
So you're going to replace a 6-cylinder motor with a 6-cylinder motor.
I know. I don't get it.
Oh, I hate this fucking shit.
Stupid thing is the paint isn't too bad. Like,
you do it.
You'd buff that out, piece of piss. There you go. There's your fingerprints. More fingerprints, probably can't see it. There's your fingerprints. And more fingerprints. Still peels away. Not as much as you'd think. So far, that's about the only damage we've found. There's no, you're a cheating cunt and I hope you die keyed into the bonnet. There's no...
Hey, we're still not in the middle of the bonnet yet.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Still not a fan of the old plastidip. It's got to go, but...
New fad, cling wrap your car.
It's like pallet wrap. Yo. Nearly done. So after doing this for pretty close to an hour now, we've kind of gotten the method down as to how to remove this shit. Yeah, pretty much mostly done, as you can see. Maybe not so good of a view, but the best way we've seen to do it is to simply grab a part, distribute the lift evenly.
Swear constantly.
Swear constantly. Fuck you, Mr. Weebs. And slowly is better. It's like cutting through ice cream. Speed of cheese, as my good friend likes to say. There's no point cutting any harder because you're just not going to get there. So grab a nice chunk of it, good bit, peel it up. Nice and slow. Don't try and lift directly away, just trying to... Yeah, so not like that, that's fucked. All you're trying to do is just get air under the shit. Once you get some kind of air under the shit, it'll all come off, not a problem. If you can peel it all away evenly, you can grab a big chunk of it and tear it all off. I hate this shit. Fucking hate it. See, the very delicate procedure that is happening currently, where we're removing the plastidip, and we're removing it very carefully and very slowly. So, just getting the last bits of fucking scum off the car. So,
Last bit's a Weebo turd. Well, technically not, because we've still got the boot to go.
you got Weebos. Weebos are more like anime kind of nerds. Whereas this is more like weeb shit. Some sort of Japanese fad that took off for some reason. As you can see, the bonnet's not actually too bad. Why you'd plastic dip this, I don't understand. But, well, we know this, but we try not to pay out on Mr. Weeb too much. You can't help his genetic makeup. It's just not.
No.
It's not.
He didn't get to choose.
He didn't get to choose. He didn't get to choose. He didn't. So we will, of course, be removing this piece of ricer crap. Maybe relocating it. Maybe later after some other modifications. Just thinking there might be a couple of other things that might fit in there. We yet to figure that one out. Very nice engine. I very much like that. Very sexy, sleek, and makes me rock hard. And well, that's the bonnet. That's it. And onto the boot. But we'll do that later, because as you can see, this is wonderful Australia. It's fucking hot, and I really don't feel like doing this anymore. So, not 100% sure what these wires are for. We're going to figure out what it is. Here's into the back of the engine there.
Factory fitted push button start, eh?
I don't know what the fuck's about that. That's fucked. I'm thinking you might be right there, actually, because you got two wires. Although you wouldn't really need two, you could just use power and ground off the body. So maybe there's not kind of relay switching, maybe it's just broken circuit and you use the wire to make the complete circuit.
Off comes the Xbox One sticker.
Bit more rice scum, get rid of that. And being a computer gamer myself, I'm quite glad that's now off the car. And now on the driveway.
That'll pop out.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, more plastidip, get rid of that soon. So back to this again, onto the boot, and as you can see there's more rice of scum all over the car. Now if you recognise the pattern, it's not too dissimilar to carbon fibre. It's got that carbon fibre look. It is in fact not carbon fibre. It is in fact a vinyl wrap that you put on your car to make it look like carbon fibre. Now this is just about as bad as plastidip. Get rid of all this shit, obviously. We have to remove the license plate and get rid of fucking this double-sided tape or whatever it is. This will be fine, just peel this off. And that'll all come off. Easy. Making a start over here. Obviously hasn't washed it properly because it's peeling off like sunburn off a leopard's back. Most of the way through the bumper, Mr. Weebs did us a favour. Didn't actually clean it properly, so as you can see, it's all just peeling off like fucking butter. There was a badge there. Was. Didn't think to ask him for the badges and all that he took off. Silly me. It's the Batmobile. It's got wings.
Fucking Libra.
As we were talking about before, try and pull on it evenly, and it will all peel off in one big sheet.
If it's done fucking properly.
Well, if it's not done properly, it comes off easier. That's the funny thing about it. Yeah. What we were talking about before, this carbon fibre wrap shit. Yes, it looks nice, and yeah, all of that. Doesn't add any weight reduction, obviously, because you're just going over the metal. Kind of pointless. Looks the part, don't get me wrong. Some of it actually looks reasonably good. He's actually used quite a decent vinyl wrap on this. It actually has that carbon fibre kind of look. Unfortunately, under close inspection, it doesn't seem anything like carbon fibre. It's just shit. I don't like it. Maybe some people do. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck it off. Get rid of the boombox rattler to take the rest off. As you can see, our good friend Mr. Weebs did not clean his car properly. Sponge marks all over it. Just a shitty job in total. As you can see, plastidip's the license plate lights. Didn't carbon fibre wrap it though. I thought that would make it a bit lighter, but anyway, as you can see, genuine BMW self-drilling screws. Very good indeed. Make their own thread. Don't really bother with using the original mounts or anything like that. Just go nuts. Just drill it in there. Should be alright. So I've pretty much only just gotten up. So he's still tired. Pretty much only just gotten up. Close the door, keep the aircon in. I'm not really going to do anything today. This car's still here. Quite cool to see. Just because the kind of area I live in, it's not a good area. So gotta like gate it in and stuff. You get the other shit box in behind there. You can't really see it, but budget on this car is a minimum, really. Maybe a couple of grand. We're considering painting it, but we got a colour that we liked. So anyway, we're going to take this one for a burn. Go and see Baz. Get him some lunch because it's too busy to get lunch. So I'm going to be pretty fucking awesome and save the day and grab his FPOS card because I got like $100 left, so that'd be enough to smoke some shit for the rest of the week. But I'm going to go save the day and go pick up his card and go grab him like McDonald's or something. So this is the Hyundai Excel, and as much as I took the piss out of that car for the E30 for being a mess, yeah, this is just my drive about. I don't really care about this one. Yeah, genuine Skyline. Yeah, little car, big dreams. Oh, fucking aircon on maximum. Listen to that engine. That fucking 4-cylinder, 1.5 litres of power. Gonna take the other car for a burn for the meantime. Fuck. Yeah, sprinklers over there. So yeah, this car's done 239,000 million kilometres. So if anyone wants to buy a Hyundai Excel, paint's alright, engine's been rebuilt the engine like 20,000 kilometres ago. Yeah. I'm looking to get about 2.2 for it, so if anyone wants it, then yeah. only worth so much because the engine's been rebuilt and everything on the engine bay has all been refurbished and fucked about with. Baz brought home some supplies from work last night, so got some brakes for some Commodore, or brakes for a Commodore, and some filters and fucking seals and crap for some air filters and shit, and oil filters, and I think there's a fuel filter, a couple of fuel filters in there for a Lancer, Mitsubishi Lancer, and then you've just got fucking oil and coolant, which in Australia is just so fucking necessary, it's not funny. So yeah, I like this car. I think it's good. I'll shut this off. Don't like it's an auto. It's very easy to speed in this car. It just has a little bit more power than a little 4-cylinder shitbox. So, and especially if you've been driving manuals like for most of your driving time, it's fucking loud. I'm fucking over that. We'll be getting rid of that. So I don't like that. We will certainly be getting rid of that. Like I said, very easy to speed, being an automatic. Idle's reasonably high, so it does somewhat continue its momentum. Police car there, totally did not notice him. That completely illegal manoeuvre across the road and around, across 2 lanes of traffic over a straight line. Hoping he didn't notice that and doesn't turn around. Fucking Perth drivers. So now we're off to Macca's. Got a bit to go. Not a fan of the old torque converter lag, but another E30. They're fucking rare, eh? They're so, like, you don't see very fucking many of them. They're just, you don't. I think people bought them up a while ago and wrecked them all, I don't know. But they're all fucked. Every single one of them. Not a fan of automatics. Don't like them. So, just been to Macca's. Just dropped off lunch for Baz and one of his workmates. Forgot to grab a straw for that one now, didn't I? Fucking Macca's. Give me shits, you know? Fucking, well, give me the shits, because, like, they're going to be so fucking difficult about everything. Soon, maybe. Oh, yeah. Still family car. I think we'll keep this one reasonably stock. Pretty fucking loud. Still don't like that. Gonna fuck off the exhaust for that, I reckon. So we might stick a catback exhaust on it and fuck off this fucking weird custom job thing that he's done. Standard stock kind of arrangement, or same kind of decibel level anyway. I like quiet cars. Well, don't get me wrong. There's something pretty awesome about, you know, the noise that you can get out of a six. Like, you can even get some awesome noise out of a 6-cylinder, like. Yeah, you can get some nice noise out of it, but I very much prefer engine noise over exhaust. Not a fan of exhaust. Mostly the reason because it's cock bait. See, the thing about it is that if you go all out, you harden an engine by, you know, putting forged internals in it and shaving the head and fucking about with the engine, putting a turbocharger on it and doing all of that. Alright, a loud exhaust accentuates all the noise that you've done to it. So if you put a loud exhaust on a car that's already got a turbocharger, then you can hear the turbo whine. Or if it's a model of car that hasn't really got a turbocharger, like for example a Hyundai XL, you're going to get pulled over pretty much almost immediately. However, if you have a quiet exhaust, still a wide exhaust, so 2 or 3 inch exhaust, for example, and then you turbocharge it, and then there's a Hyundai Excel, so you don't really need to harden it. You just kind of just let it blow up, and just anything on the outside, like body kits and low profile rims and fucking carbon fiber bonnet, carbon fiber boot. Like, be realistic. Are you driving it on a racetrack, or are you driving it on the street? Or on this racetrack, you don't have police. Well, you kind of do, but you don't. So the thing is that you're not going to get pulled over on the racetrack for having, your car too fucking low, or anything like that. No, you're not. On the road, you will. So you're going to have either a race car, or a street legal race car, or a nano wagon, which this is a bit of a nano wagon, or you make yourself a sleeper. The only other problem with a loud exhaust is you get everyone wants to race you. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just it becomes a temptation. See, that's the problem. You usually get a P plater, or I don't know where you live. Like in New Zealand, they call them restricted license, but new people to driving, they always want to fucking race, and they want to race, and anything with a loud exhaust is a fast car. So right now, not the best idea, because we're sitting in double demerits. Double demerits up until about the 4th, so I try not to do anything stupid during that period. I haven't got many demerit points left. I think I got like 8 demerit points left. Not very good. And once you accrue 12 demerit points, then you lose your license. 8 demerit points if you've got P plates, and I believe 4 on the first division of your P plates. So I think your first P plates, when you first get to be able to drive in a car on your own, you get 4 demerit points. So you forget to belt your seatbelt up, well, better fucking do your license again. Very good. Well, I'm gonna go have some lunch, and we're nearly home, so and I'm gonna go sit down and have some lunch and put this video on, and I'll edit this and we'll put it on. Hey, it's Rusty! Fucking Rusty! Rusty's our neighbour. I like Rusty, he's cool. He's a bit of a lonely guy. He lives by himself. Has cat. So yes. Rusty's pretty cool, he's just lonely. Kind of invite him over for a few beers later. Well, that's the end of this one. No idea what we're going to do for the next one. Oh, actually no, because this is the first video and then the second video. So the second video will be the E30, which we've already worked on. I've just ran out of footage, so I made more footage. So, yeah. Next episode, cleaning out a shit tip E30. And carpet cleaning and all of that, and maybe in a couple of episodes we might do something like some of the engine works. Don't know yet. Find out.